I believe that's everything. Now let's just make sure. Good old face cam. Alright. Now, let's just do it like this because this is zero maintenance. This is my playthrough of August's Hell Maze. Welcome to my wizard maze. No, for real, what are those beasts up there? That's my guess. Come in, step into the maze. Yeah, that's... You're traversing the maze in earnest now. Towering hedges begin to stretch behind you. How are you feeling? Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm getting a little claustrophobic. You've come to a fork in the path. Perfect left or right split. You can go only one of two ways. Which do you choose? Um... I go right. Your choice has led you to a dead end. This is the right choice. It's clearly a trap and I could face right through the... Same as above, but I absolutely can't. I'm gonna say, whoops! You're walking down a particularly narrow stretch of the moon. Light filters through the tree branches, overhanging willows and soft gray songbirds flit between your branches, chittering. I'm gonna keep I saw a code within the maze. Did you hear it? Laughter in the bushes. Yes, I did hear it. You've been trekking through the maze for some time now. How do you feel? I'm getting tired of this quiz. Not a quiz, and you're wandering deeper than my labyrinth. Where are the wizards? Wow, I'm barely through this. You've come to the center of a maze, or what to be considered the physical center, by no means the halfway point. Merely the drain of all who enter and swirl. Take a good look. The sky is red here. Finally, halfway there. The wizards stand the center of the maze. Think carefully about you. What the fuck? What in the... I am still crawling out. We meet at last. Are you ready to move from the center? I can't seem to move my feet. No. I am frightened. Yeah, I'm gonna run. You're moving through the maze again now. A wizard is following me. I can see it out of the corner of my eyes when I paid. Walking farther on and farther. You're walking through the labyrinth. I don't like the sky is red. The sky is red scares me, so I'm gonna go with the sky is red. The maze stretches onward. 9 months have passed in the visit. Huge. I have stopped. I continue forward. You can see shapes within. I see a smiley face. I don't want to leave the maze. You're crawling on your belly. Why? Just having a bit of fun. You hear laughter. Oh. Finally, something correct. What do you do when you escape the maze? Does a path out truly exist? You have made it so deep within the maze. How do you feel? Ah! How many questions do you think this thing will let me ask you? I don't know. I don't care. I want out. I want out. Probably. Stop this quiz. You encounter another person within a maze. You have never seen another person within the maze. You see them from behind and can't tell if you're looking at yourself or not. From the ground, I can see myself from behind. I ignore that. That's not how mirrors work. I called this. What the Can you be here still traipsing through the maze? How long have I been here? Back to navigating the paths within the maze. I want out at the I am lying. How are things going with your 12th year psychic prison? You pass through an archway. You have passed through a third archway. You have passed through the 22nd archway. You have passed through the underground tunnel. Yellow lights flash on blue walls. The roars of cars is deafening. You pass through an archway. Huh? We are coming to the edge. The end of what, wizard? You come to a fork of the path. A perfect left-right split. You can go. I'm not making these choices anymore. Doorway sprouting from within the hedges. This is it. End of the maze. What do you do? Phase through the bush. The door was an illusion cast by the wizard. You're still trapped. Oh! Let me phase. I have no control. You're stumbling about the maze when you come across the car. This one. Where the mind is manifesting outside. I like this one. I like that one. That one's cool. Actually, that one. Do you like your... Do I like... It's 4:21 in the morning and I am not... I like more certain about my psychic mind. Oh! I want to leave the I want to leave the maze. To be honest, I thought you would be a cap on how many questions they would let me ask. I'm lost within the maze. The maze stretches beyond forever, growing larger. I went out of the wizard maze. I went out of the wizard maze. You come across a wizard tower in the maze. I'm going to use the tower as a landmark and help me navigate. I want out of the wizard maze so bad. I want out. Which of these is your favorite? There is no wrong answer here. That one. You wander the maze. A wizard pokes its head out of a nearby pond. I asked the wizard for a wish. I'm not falling for this again. I'm not going to get trapped in a second mental palace of hell. Soggy little beast. As you crisscross the path of the hedge maze, you spot something on the path ahead. Let me out. It's gone. One more second. I'm going to start eating edges at this point. I really can't take this. Oh, cool. Critical roll. The sky grows cold and hazy above. The shadows look long. I see an orb and it's not the sun. Rounding a corner. Looks familiar. No. I'm done. I'm really done with this. Oh heck, the shape is back. It seems to have a friend. I went off the wizard quiz. I went off of... Your little wizard friends continue to patter about in front of you, just out of sight, occasionally poking its head out of various bushes and shrubs, eagerly check if you're still following it. It seems to get excited when you still are. I'm enjoying the silly wizard's attempts to play. It's very endearing and I'm a good sport and play along, sometimes conspicuously trying not to notice it before glancing in its direction to its utter delight. After sufficient time has passed dancing around each other, the wizard approaches you with a... Oh! I approach... I think... Thank you. It would seem the wizard wants you to throw this... So I start between you and this out. Is that a dog in a hat? What are those? Please. I like to get out of the maze. Something is burning within the maze. I'm sure not. Well, sure, why not at this point? Oh no! A wizard lobbing fireballs at the topiaries. Yeah, arson. All these wizard quests are so restricted even the second you're still within my maze. No! Soft bushes look so familiar. What could it be? Wizard hat. Do you think you could die here? Yes! There's a hole in the ground. It's not a sinkhole. Just earlier. Just a hole. Will remind me of my second prisons I lived in for 11 years ago. So I've fallen into both. I hope there are ants down there. I hope that's what made the hole. This deep within the maze, shapes begin to blur into another. I miss my little wizard friend. Oh no. What has become of me? You're locked in an epic battle of wills. And you and I, you within my wizard's maze, I for somewhere far in the past. I am fueled with the desire to finish this. How long have you been trapped within these walls? I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm beginning to see things that aren't there. It's real to me. Yes. Terrifying isn't the magic as a wizard. Any moment, any other I didn't like that. I did not like that. How could you ever hope to escape this deep within me? Oh, I'm not trying to... I'll keep trying. I'll make it easier for you for a moment. I don't like the sound of this. Next question. The following four will be affected by temporal magic, so they will be timed again. Mercifully, there will only be 2 choices, so this will be easy. Choose with your gut, and the choice is something prime. What? Yeah, okay. Radio. Neon. Blue. Skull. I survived. Want to do it again? I could do that again. Okay. You pass an open fields with the maze. You see a wizard sitting on the grass and watching the sky. I'm getting out. I want to leave. Huh? That's not my name. Let me out. Your life crawls before your eyes as you... I should have killed you when I had the chance. You're on the corner and end up in a place you've been... Oh, no. Nothing is the same. Huh. Is absent butterfly awesome? It is working. I am impressed. Are you impressed? It wants to know. Get the fuck out of here. Wyvern scampers away. Goodbye. No. I can't take much more of this. Oh no. Hi, David. What's today's number? Today's number 9. I'm going to search. Why? Grinch's Ultimatum. Let's open this video. You would not believe how badly I have to poop right now. You know what? I'm gonna stop this right now. And I'm gonna make you deal with the torture of having to just like experience. So I'm just gonna leave this whole part in. You wouldn't believe how bad Funyuns are for your ass. Like, genuinely. I'm gonna subject you to all kinds of torture. Okay. Play, please. You know what? I got an idea. It's called the Grinch's Dilemma. Ultimatum. Grinch's Ultimatum. It's playing an ad right now. I forgot I don't have a good, like, clap. There we go. Have I truly become a monster? That's what I'm gonna answer. Grinch. Great. Another. '93. Breaking Bad remix.
Stop. Yeah. There's some people in the house. Bitch. Little bitch. I made you my bitch, Jesse. Bitch. Yeah, bitch. Jesse. Bitch. I am the danger. I am.
That's all I need. I'm not gonna do 2.5. Crawling in my crawl. Yeah, okay. Okay, August. Is this the game you want to play, August? This one. Outside in.
Hey, I read somewhere that mathematicians can turn a sphere inside out.
Yes, that's true.
What's the big deal? Just poke a hole in it, pull it through.
Sure, but the point is to do it without making a hole.
But then it seems impossible.
You're right. You cannot do it with an ordinary sphere, like a basketball. You have to understand the rules of the game. This sphere is made of an abstract elastic material that can stretch and bend and pass through itself. But you cannot rip or puncture this material without destroying it. And you cannot crease it or bend it sharply.
If the surface can pass through itself, what's the problem?
Do you think allowing self-intersections makes it easy? Try it.
I'll push the two halves right through each other.
Be careful. What about that ring around the equator? Remember, you mustn't tear or crease it.
Let me try again.
That's no good either. You're pinching it infinitely tight.
But then there's no way. It's impossible. You'd have to crease or pinch it to turn it inside out.
It is surprising, but watch this.
Is this it? Is this a sphere turning inside out?
You bet. That wasn't easy to follow, was it? To figure out what's going on, let's look at something simpler. A circle. We'll build a vertical wall along the circle so that we can color the two sides differently. Can you gradually turn this circle into this other circle, where the purple and gold sides are reversed without creating sharp corners?
Of course. I can turn a rubber band inside out.
Remember, we're really trying to turn the circle inside out. We only built the wall so we could see the different sides.
Oh, yes. The wall has to stay vertical, and it can't have creases, but it can pass through itself. Fine. Let me try.
Watch out. That was a sharp bend. If we could make sharp bends in the material, we'd be able to turn any curve into any other by moving each point of the initial curve in a straight line toward a target point in the final curve.
But I can avoid corners altogether by making a loop smaller and smaller.
That's an interesting idea, but pulling a loop tight is not really a gradual change. It's like having a corner in disguise. So it's against the rules.
Well, if you can't have corners, and you can't pull loops tight, I think it's impossible to turn the circle inside out.
Yes, you're right.
Wait a minute. Am I supposed to believe that you can turn a sphere inside out, but not a circle?
Yes. There is something fundamental about curves that would have to change if you were to turn a circle inside out. And that something cannot change under our allowed motions.
And what's that?
I'll explain. Imagine a monorail atop the wall. Now, the rule about monorail traffic is that the car only travels forward and it always keeps the purple wall on its right. We'll use a diagram to monitor the car's direction. On this track, the car is always turning left. As it goes around the circle once, it makes one full turn toward the left. On a more complicated track, the car might sometimes be turning left and sometimes right. But the net amount of turning after one complete circuit is always some number of full turns in one direction or the other. The number of full turns it makes toward the left is called the curve's turning number. For a curve where there is more turning toward the right than toward the left, the turning number is negative.
Hey, and if there's no net turning, the turning number is 0.
Right.
I had a hard time following the net turning for this winding track.
That's natural, but there's another way to get the right answer. Find the spots where you're traveling in a particular direction, like due east.
Let's see. Since we're looking from the south, that would be wherever the monorail is going toward our right, where we see the face on.
Exactly. At some of these points, the track is curving away from us. Viewed from here, it looks like a smile. At these places, the car would be turning left. At others, the track looks like a frown. Curving toward us, at these points, the car would be turning right. The net number of full turns increases when the car passes a smile and decreases when it passes a frown. Starting at 0. 1,
I'm only 5 minutes in.
2, 3, 4, 3, finish with 3. The turning number is the number of smiles minus the number of frowns.
I see. The turning number measures happiness.
If you insist. Now the nice thing about the turning
Really?
number
'Cause I'm not
is that it
happy.
remains the same when a curve changes according to our rules. Frowns and smiles can appear or disappear, but only in pairs that balance out. The number of smiles minus the number of frowns never changes.
So a curve can only turn into another curve with the same turning number.
Right. The turning number is the fundamental property I mentioned before. Now what's the turning number for the 2 circles?
Each one has 1 smile and no frowns, so the turning number is 1. And if the gold is outside, 1 frown and no smiles, minus 1. It makes sense. On one curve, you're turning left all the time. On the other, it's the opposite.
Good. So the reason you cannot turn a circle inside out
Is that would change the turning number. But wait, doesn't the same argument prove that you can't turn a sphere inside out? This sphere has a 3-dimensional smile, and this one has a 3-dimensional frown. So they have different turning numbers.
Not quite. Your analogy is good, but to make it complete, we must look at a general surface and consider all the points where it is horizontal and gold is on top. We'll draw horizontal stripes to make these points easier to locate. Smiles are like bowls, curving up. Frowns are like domes, curving down. But there are other points where the surface is horizontal that are neither bowls nor domes. They are saddles and look like smiles from one direction and frowns from another. Near a bowl or a dome, the horizontal stripes form rings. Near a saddle, they form an X.
But how does that change anything? Spheres don't have saddles.
Ah, but the point is how these features interact. Look, a dome and a saddle can come together and cancel out. Likewise, a bowl and a saddle can cancel out. But bowls and domes, like electrical charges of the same sign, normally don't get near each other. The unchanging number for surfaces, then, is this. Add domes and bowls and subtract saddles. This number is 1 for the sphere no matter which face is out.
Okay, I'm willing to believe that turning numbers don't prevent the sphere from turning inside out as they do the circle, but that doesn't mean you can actually do it.
We'll get to that. I know it's hard to...
What's the hell is never ending? Who are you? I know it's not over. I don't believe you. You remain trapped within the maze. You've been turned around and are within the confines of my maze and are doomed never to escape from it. The laughter of the wizard's echoes brightly through the trees. You can't seem to tell from which direction it originates. In the coming years, you will learn how to live off the land, foraging in the topiaries and sucking moisture from the air. You are at the mercy of the maze. It is fate that angers you, and you all this time in the world to Who beat this? I'm gonna beat them up.